Good evening, basketball fans. Thanks for joining us on the Ramblers Sports Network, and welcome to the Greenhouse. Tonight's non-conference matchup features the Spooner Lady Rails from the heart of the North and your Regis Lady Ramblers. It is senior night this evening, so we're going to be honoring, before the game here, our seniors, number 1, Emma Klink, number 10, Ava Hyman, number 13, Annabelle Schroeder, and number 33, Ashley Chilson. So thanking them for their time, and they'll be announced, of course, before the game and acknowledged. But further, the Ramblers are coming off a commanding 69-25 win versus Osseo Fairchild on Friday night in their 2023-24 conference finale. It's flown by, and we're already at the end of the conference season. The Ramblers finished third behind McDonell and Fall Creek, who each earned a share of the conference title. Regis is 17-5 overall and 10-4 in the Western Clover Belt Conference. Fourth-year man Teddy Joas and Lady Ramblers hope to creep closer to a 20-win season tonight, which would be the first time since the 2015-2016 season, which ended in the state semifinal. Spooner enters tonight on a 6-game skid, most recently falling to Cameron 63-32 last Friday. The Rails have more than doubled their win total from last year and are having their best season since the 18-19 season. Spooner is led by first-year coach Eric Rupert. I'm Sawyer Sturz, and joining me tonight is Peyton Stewart. Take it away, Peyton.
Yeah, thanks, Sawyer. It's always a pleasure. Excited to have you back after we haven't commentated in a while together. So, I mean, it's always fun. And the breakdown of the teams, really, your leading scorers for each team. For Spooner is Savannah Burke. She has 14. Avery Volts with 10.6. And Lily Hotchkiss with 8.4. And then Regis, you have Ashley Chilson with 15. Ava Hyman with 12.5. And I think there's a little other scores in there that trickle in, like Emma Klink will contribute occasionally, but with the absence of Carly Borst, really takes down the point total as she is averaging a good 14. But you look at the stat sheet. I mean, you look at the Spooner team; they only have 2 upperclassmen. Those are both seniors, so hopefully they can build that program on a little bit more with a lot of the freshmen and the sophomores.
Yeah, so kind of some notes here. This is, of course, being Coach Rupert's first season with Spooner. This is going to be he and Coach Joas' first matchup. Last matchup between the Spooner Rails and the Lady Ramblers was in the 2001-2002 season. So it's been quite a while since these two teams have faced off before Peyton was even born.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you for your commitment and contributions to the Regis Ramblers.
So again, like we said, seniors getting honored down there. Joe Roach is giving them a little congratulatory spiel and getting honored with some balloons and flowers. So a nice little ceremony for our seniors. Other notes here. I believe yesterday was Selection Sunday. It might have been on Saturday for the WIAA Girls State Tournament. The Lady Ramblers earned a 3 seed and will be back here at home in the regional semifinal next Friday. So not this coming Friday, but the following Friday, the 23rd at 7 p.m., and they'll play the winner of number 11 Cumberland, number 6 Shell Lake. So in looking at the regional and sectional for the Ramblers, they're going to have a tough road ahead with teams like Fall Creek, McDonell, Durand, kind of some of the top seeds in that sectional. So again, it's going to be pretty tough for the Ramblers, but I'm sure they're up for the task. So we're going to toss it down to Joe Roach, who's going to lead us in prayer and the national anthem.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Lord, as we prepare for this game against Spooner, we ask your blessing on both teams and the fans who are here to cheer them on. We enjoy the competition when both teams have an intense desire to win. Watch over and protect all who have traveled to tonight's game and help everyone here to a safe trip home. We pray in the name of Jesus our Lord, amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. And now to honor America and those defending our freedom, here is our national anthem.
Spooner, on the other hand, in Division 3, so the Ramblers in Division 4, Spooner in Division 3, they earned an 11 seed and will face number 6 seed Barron next Tuesday in a regional quarterfinal to try and make it to the semis. So good luck to Spooner moving forward. Peyton, did you have a chance to take a peek at the bracket or not so much?
No, I didn't. I didn't really keep up with it today with any of that kind of stuff.
That's all good. I just wanted to see if you had any thoughts, but we'll move on here and read off the starters for Spooner. So starting for Spooner is going to be number 2, Savannah Burke. Number 4, Lily Hotchkiss. Number 10, Ava Thompson. Number 11, Layla Thompson. And number 33, Avery Volts.
Yeah, and then your Regis Ramblers are led by those 4 seniors, Emma Klink, Ava Hyman, Ashley Chilson, and Annabelle Schroeder. And then your lone junior is not Carly Borsted, it's Kara Olson. So different team to end the year. But before we cut out, I was just going to say that, like, it's kind of amazing that a lot of the best teams in the state for girls basketball is around this area, with Fall Creek and McDonald just being powerhouses, and those are really the only 2 teams that can beat each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's amazing to see that.
I had even mentioned Duran, too, which isn't too far away, and they've certainly been having a great season for them. It'll be interesting to see, of course, McDonald with the competitive balance multiplier being in Division 4 for the first time in many years, moving up from Division 5 to see, if they can make another deep run. What we saw last week, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm sure you agree with me there.
Yeah.
If they made another deep run in the Division 4, I don't think that's going to be a hindrance for them at all. So.
Yeah, I mean, the new WIA rules that came into effect definitely affect a number of teams, as a lot of the Regis teams are moving up due to their recent success.
Mm-hmm. All right, so our men in stripes this evening are Jeremy Lane, Dean Romanowski, and Travis Lauby, and let's never forget our lady in stripes, Miss Zukaitis. And the tip is to the Ramblers. Quickly, Kara Olson gets us on the board. Ramblers put on the press.
I mean, Coach Joe, he's been tend to do that more lately, as a lot of teams have run against him, and it's been working as of late.
That one tip by Spooner, saved by number 4, Lily Hotchkiss. Heads up play off Ashley Chilson.
Yeah, so it's kind of a difference of teams here this evening. As Spooner, as I talked about, have a lot of youth, and the Ramblers are led by a heavy senior class. And I mean, a good senior class at that is one of the seniors. Ashley Chilson gets a steal, but forced turnover there by Savannah Burke.
And Spooner regains possession, brings it up, breaks that press. Off the mark by number 33, Avery Volts, and back come the Ramblers.
Olsen looking over to Klink. Not wanting anything to shoot as she fires one away. It's good.
Nice shot there by Klink.
She's really the 3-point specialist for the team. That's really where she gets all of her points from.
Mm-hmm.
She just sits beyond that arc and tends to pass around a lot more than she does shoot.
And there's going to be a foul on the ground on Klink. She's going to pick up her first on the night.
I think they'll get her for a reaching foul there.
And 5-second violation by the Rails. It's going to go to Regis. One of the quieter atmospheres we've had in the last few games. Not surprising.
I was noticing that, yeah.
With a non-conference game here before tournament season gets underway, but
I mean, even with it being senior night, you thought there'd be a few more students here and people, as even the parent side's kind of quiet over here.
And Annabelle Schroeder, who puts it up and in for 2. It does appear that we have the UWC volleyball team in the house, or some of the members of the volleyball team. Coach Kim Woody's sitting over there with her girls.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you who that was, because I saw him coming in as missed
I'm
shot there.
I'm 99% sure, so don't. I'm pretty sure. So
Did they win the national championship a few years ago?
they did, yes.
That's
I think they won one and have made some deep runs the last few seasons. So
yeah.
got a good thing going over there at the university. I'm sure they're excited for their new arena that's being built downtown. As Ava Hyman brings it up for the Ramblers. And Annabelle Schroeder having a little senior night of her own here.
Yeah, it's 4 points. I think both of the UW Eau Claire hockey teams are quite good as well.
They are, yeah.
A full-time out to the Spooner Rails.
So timeout by Spooner.
The Ramblers would like to welcome head coach
It's going to be a full timeout here for the Rails. Yeah, historically, both the Blue Golds men's and women's hockey teams have been very good squads. If I saw correctly, I believe the Blue Gold men have the 2 seed in the WIAC tournament.
So, haven't been to a game yet, but
Neither have I. I usually get to 1 or 2 each season, but just haven't had the time to make it down to Hobbs this year.
haven't been to a Ram game either. I think they're doing all right this year.
Yeah.
They usually are always in the middle of the pack.
I know wrestling had a successful weekend in Hudson, I believe. I think they sent 8 individuals to the sectional this upcoming weekend, I presume.
I think Chase Koska won his weight class.
Good for Chase.
Koska dynasty continues to go on.
So Spooner's got it here. Ramblers playing tough defense, almost stolen away by Chilson. And number 11, Layla Thompson puts it up, missed. Rebounded by the Ramblers. Into Chilson, who gets fouled by number 4, Lily Hotchkiss. That's going to be her first. So Chilson to the line for 2.
Ashley Chilson at the line for the Ramblers, shooting 2.
And misses the first. Izzy Reichert checks in for the Ramblers, replacing Emma Klink. And misses the second. So here come the Rails.
Ashley Chilson's been pretty quiet tonight. Not making a lot of impact on any of the categories. That's Avery Volts.
And here comes Annabelle Schroeder bringing it up. Regis getting in there, set. Fired by Hyman. And it goes.
Go trap going on with Hyman and Chilson.
There's Hotchkiss blocked by Chilson. Here comes Kara Olsen. Into Chilson, who puts it up and in.
Basket by Ashley Chilson from Kara Olsen.
So the Rails scoreless through the first 5 minutes of this game.
The Ramblers playing some good defense out there. So steal right through Burke's hands. Chilson takes it all the way. Gets it off the glass.
Leah Cassing checking in for the Ramblers at the table.
I believe Katie Bush and Kate Reedy are also going to come in.
Stolen away. Hyman brings it up, trying to go all the way to the rim, and a nice finish with the left hand. Coach Joe is trying to signal for a timeout, but they're going to make him wait.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Giving him a minute.
Volts for three, and she hits.
One of the leading scorers for the Spooner squad. Freshman, too, gets her first bucket of the night.
From what I was seeing on Wiz Sports, I would assume it was her dad who used to be the coach at Spooner for the past few years, and must have hung it up to play dad. So, you know, good for him. There's going to be a foul on Layla Thompson. Reichert's going to go to the line.
Izzy Reichert at the line, shooting 2.
And Reichert gets that one to roll as the UWC volleyball team with some spirit fingers to will that one.
For Ava Hyman and Ashley Chilson.
So our subs were able to come in.
Kate Rudy into the lineup for the Royals.
And Reichert goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Katie Bush also in the lineup for Spooner.
The Ramblers are getting very good at this trap along the sides. There's Volts from 3 again, a little off. Goes after her own rebound, but she'll be out of bounds for that.
Coach Teddy Joas has the full playoff roster. Bench is a little bit more full tonight. Brought up some of the JV players, so that's kind of nice to see. They might have a chance at getting some action later on in this ball game.
Yeah, it probably gives them good experience. I mean, same with Spooner. When you have a lot of young girls, you can get them some experience for later on when they're seniors, and you build some chemistry with them too.
So they're going to get a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Klink.
That'll be her second.
Oh, they're going to get it on Reichert, actually. So inbounded to Hotchkiss, who mishandles it, but regains possession. Shot up by Katie Bush. Missed, rebounded, and missed again, but the Ramblers now take control. Reichert finds Klink, who's off the mark. Rebounded by Hotchkiss.
Just a little long on that shot there. Spooner pushing up, and they'll get Kate Reedy with a travel. So UW Eau Claire volleyball team getting a little chance going. Not a lot of students in the student section tonight.
They might learn a thing or two, though, from
Yeah.
from the volleyball team over there as Spooner regains possession. Batted away and stolen by Kara Olsen. Did it all on her own there. Good find into Malia Cassing, who puts it in. She's got a chance at what?
An old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned three-point play, so we'll see if she can finish up here. She goes to the line for one, and the Ramblers have substitutions. Chilson and Hyman. And the Rails have number 25, AJ Capuzzi, coming in.
AJ Capuzzi into the lineup for Spooner. Malia Passing at the line, shooting 1.
So Cassing rolls in and out. Rebounded by Spooner, and here they come. Blocked again by Chilson, who's got a lane and puts it up and finishes.
She's definitely improving her blocking stat tonight.
Stolen by Hyman.
Just a little off on that three-pointer by Klink. She had a wide open shot.
And Savannah Burke tried to take it coast to coast, but didn't get it to go. Chilson again. Some contact there, but no call.
I think that was Capuzzi who went flying. Good defense there by Cash and Hyman. Reichert. Klink to Hyman. Hyman wide open three. She gets it to go.
Good shot there by Hyman. The Rails have a little advantage here. Blocked by Cassing. Grabbed by Volts, who was out of bounds. So turnover to the Ramblers.
Yeah, the Ramblers are just playing incredible interior defense. Not letting anyone get through.
So that's 3 blocks on the night so far.
They've also forced a lot of steals. There's Chilson just on the baseline. Will get a 2-pointer there. Layup.
There's number 25, AJ Capuzzi, who was just short on that one. So back come the Lady Ramblers.
It almost seems like the Spooner has some butterfingers. I mean, the balls just slip right through their hands. As there's Hyman for 3.
You know, like you said, they've got a young squad, and I think they're just a little overmatched tonight so far in this first half.
Yeah. I mean, you have a very good team in Regis who'd probably be at the top of a conference in almost any other conference besides this one. So, yeah, a very good squad this year.
So Kara Olsen entered in for Cassing.
Another block there by Reichert as she's charging down.
They're going to get a foul on number 21, Katie Bush, for the Rails. My mistake, 2, Savannah Burke.
That's her first personal, 4th team foul.
Reichert inbounds to Chilson. Nice find there. Oh, just off the mark, but she gets her own rebound and draws a foul.
Yeah, that's just the height advantage there.
Yep.
You can play incredible defense all day, and you just can't do anything really about that. When she went to the line, though, the previous time, she went 0 for 2, so she's probably looking to get that up to 2 for 2.
And she makes the first. Annabelle Schroeder enters for Reichert. Reichert had a couple quality minutes there and exits for a quick break, I'm sure. Chilson goes 2 for 2.
Showing a little revenge on her last attempt at the line.
Pass a little bit too high by Savannah Burke. Out of bounds to the Ramblers.
So we got Hyman taking it up. There's Chilson driving. Well, Euro step action, can't get it. It's Olsen from 3. Can't get that one again. Chilson will go to the line. Foul on Capuzzi, I believe.
Spooner foul on number 25, A.J. Capuzzi.
I wasn't here on Friday, of course, but it sounded like, from what I heard, kind of a similar start to the game.
Yeah.
So 2 in a row like this for the Ramblers as Chilson comes up a little short on that free throw. Hopefully they can, keep the energy up and come out strong Thursday versus Owen Withy, who also finished third in the Eastern Clover Belt. Tipped away by Chilson, but the Rails keep it.
Yeah, this Ramblers defense playing some good half-court defense and just the full-court press. And
number 2, Savannah Burke's got a chance.
an old-fashioned.
She's got a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. So here she goes.
Just written down in my stat sheet.
Savannah Burke at the line, shooting 1.
And she does not get the roll. Rebounded by Olsen, who's pushing it.
Well, Chilson from 3. She gets it to go.
You don't see it very often, but
No, you
usually she's
don't.
pretty pure from three-point range.
I mean, she's left open a lot of the times, too, because teams don't see that a lot. So there's a steal by Klink to Schroeder, and Schroeder will get an easy layup. I mean, teams don't really expect Chilson to take that three-point shot, and they expect her to drive, and that's what they'll protect.
Right. So 30-second timeout taken by Spooner.
30-second timeout, charge to Spooner.
I know this is Coach Sire. He's, trying to put together, or AD Sire, I should say, he's putting together a spirit crew for the Regis upperclassmen, and, hopefully we can get something going like these. As we've said, the UWC volleyball team's bringing the electricity factory here tonight with the cheers.
Yeah, I mean, if some people remember last year, Truman Loken and Patrick Callahan,
That's
and I mean,
right.
they'd really bring it. But I mean, this year you don't really have that guy who's taking an extra step, or a girl who's taking really that extra step.
It'd almost be nice if they would join our students this evening and teach them a thing or two. But
yeah, they did get their fair share of warnings from the principal, I believe, but they did bring that school spirit.
was this referring to the game on Friday? Was there a little angst, or
No, just last
just
year.
to get louder? Or is
Yeah.
that, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying maybe they got reprimanded a little bit. And
No,
didn't want to get in trouble.
when we have our all-school meetings, Miss Moncler tends to yell at us for not bringing enough school spirit.
Well, Mrs. Mockler is right then. Get it going. Maybe Mrs. Mockler needs to get out there and lead some cheers.
Yeah.
Good take there, but again blocked by Reichert and rebounded by A.J. Capuzzi, up and in for 2. So 40-7 here. Timeout, full timeout by Coach Joas and the Ramblers. We're going to send it over to our man Zane for an ad.
Give your child a strong start with a Regis Catholic Schools education.
A student at Regis is never a number. We are a community.
The chance to have a really small environment was super important for all of our kids. The kids love it here, and as parents, we do too.
I know every single person here, and it's great.
The faith aspect of it and the morals and the lessons learned, you just can't get that anywhere else.
Enrollment for the coming school year is now open. Learn more at regiscatholicschools.com.
All right, we're back. And it looks like we're going to have, if I'm not mistaken, starters back in for Spooner.
I mean, I'm sure Coach Joas doesn't really want to risk his players getting injured. see that quite a bit today in the NBA.
Load management. This is getting
Yeah,
down to the high school ranks now, or what?
Load management with Wisconsin basketball.
West Central Wisconsin girls basketball. We're
I believe teams do get fined now for it, though.
in the NBA.
Yeah.
Well, I know I had heard something where, in order to be considered for the MVP, there's criteria that you have to hit
play 65 games, I believe.
Yeah.
So.
And what I was listening to a podcast, and Joel Embiid was like at risk of not making that cutoff, even though he's having a great season.
Yeah, I think he can only miss like 2 more games or something like that. I mean, that's just insane, and we're barely really past the halfway. I don't even think we're really past the halfway mark at all.
Not quite.
So, yeah, you can only miss a few games. I think it's 17. I mean, that's a lot.
Hyman tried a little tricky shot there and just off the mark, rebounded by Spooner. Bolts from downtown, short. Hyman, good move there. Finds her senior pal, Annabelle Schroeder, who misses.
Almost got to pull Tim Duncan shot and bank it off the glass there.
Brought in, but blocked again.
Good defense there by Kara Olsen. Just good stand up, not moving those arms. It's Klink looking for someone. Hyman's thinking about it. To Riker in the paint. And she'll go to the line.
It's like they're going to get, I want to say Hotchkiss on that one.
That's what and
Spooner foul number 4, Lily Hotchkiss. That's her third.
Checking in for the Ramblers is going to be Chilson and Cassing.
Yeah, so Hotchkiss already close to foul trouble.
A little too strong on the first. Number 11, Layla Thompson enters for Spooner. Coach Joas, maybe he's making that statement of February's the white, back to the flashy white kicks there.
Yeah, maybe it's. I was gonna say like a rally cap, but I mean they're not down or anything.
No, but just to end the season strong and make a run, he wants to have those crispy whites on.
Quite
Fired
famous
from 3.
for.
3-pointer was missed by A.J. Capuzzi. Batted out of bounds and stays with Spooner.
Oh, almost a steal there by Reichert. Overhead, and there's Capuzzi from 3. Can't get the bank shot. That was Volts driving. Reichert into Chilson. Gets it right back. Fade. And she'll get that to go.
Nice athletic move and good body control to stay balanced and put that one in.
Yeah, I mean, she's already at 16 points. Oh. Definitely a big part of the Ramblers' success so far tonight, and there'll be a foul on Reichert, I believe. And
Burke's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Ava Hyman checking in for the Ramblers. And Burke misses.
Ava Hyman into the Rambler lineup for Izzy Riker.
So Coach Joas will take out his sophomores. I mean, he's got a lot of depth today with bringing up a lot of the JV.
And Burke goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Hyman just protecting that ball, not allowing any turnovers. She's looking for someone. Almost a turnover there as she was giving it to Klink.
Coach Joas has the Ramblers running through to make sure that they're getting a good shot. That ball was batted away and then ended up going off Hyman, so the Rails are going to take it. What were your thoughts on last night's big game, Peyton?
I mean, it was a good game. Came down to overtime, which is cool to see.
Burke for 2.
I wasn't a big fan of the Super Bowl performance, though.
Okay.
It was a little rough at the start, but I mean, it got better.
Chilson puts it up in for 2. You know, I thought it was a great game.
Yeah.
Both teams I didn't really care to see there.
Same.
But you know, I was kind of indifferent on the halftime performance. I thought it was okay. Usher was, you know, back in my day. He was one of the, you know, bigger artists, and he's slowly kind of faded away over the years, but still has some big hits. So
Yeah.
it was kind of fun to hear some of those songs.
I mean, we should have got Zane Conan out there to work on his mic problem. I mean,
Yeah. It did seem a little quiet to start. But, I mean, people were popping up everywhere. I wasn't expecting to see Alicia Keys or Lil Jon or
Ludacris made an appearance, too.
number 21. Katie Bush is going to sub in for the Spooner Rails.
I didn't think the commercials were this good this year, though. I thought took a little dip.
I feel like it's been a few years since there's really been some great commercials, but there was a few good ones.
Yeah.
And there's Katie Bush off the mark, rebounded by Hyman.
Hyman looking for a good shot here. She'll just take it all the way in and a little strong off the glass, but Malia Cass in there, and she'll get sent to the line.
Foul's going to be on number 10, Ava Thompson.
Foul on number 10, Ava Thompson. That's her first personal 18 foul. Malia Cassing shooting 2.
So Cassing off to the left and a little strong on that one. Try and regroup for the second throw here. And off the mark again.
There were a lot of movie trailers last night
Ramblers ball.
for the Super Bowl commercials.
I'm trying to think of what ones there were.
There was a Deadpool one.
I know there was another like action. It looked like kind of like an action thriller, but I can't remember the name of it.
I know which one you're talking about. A couple, but it's not really memorable commercials. As Chilson from 3, a little strong on that one.
Katie Bush for 3 missed and rebounded by Hyman. I thought it was kind of cool that Leo Chanel had another good game, a Wisconsin product for the Chiefs. So congratulations to him.
Yeah, he definitely had a big part in that Chiefs defense later on in the game.
Blocked field goal or point after attempt that he disrupted. Must be nice. 2 years in the league, 2 rings.
Yeah. Are you a believer in the script?
I'm not, no. I really don't believe it.
I feel like it'd be hard to script a football game.
I do too. And to get that many guys behind it to actually buy in. Nice shot there by Katie Bush for 3. She gets her first points of the night.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really any controversial calls either, so not really any way you can favor anyone. As Hyman from 3, strong on that one, can't return the favor. As Again from deep and short on that one.
So we hit the buzzer at the end of the first half. Ramblers lead 45-13. They've been in command pretty easily for that first 18 minutes of play. Any comments on the first half, Peyton?
Not really. Not much I can think of as of right now.
All right, we'll send it off to the break, and when we come back, we'll touch on our leading scorers for both teams. We'll see you soon. right, so welcome back. We're going to toss it to Peyton right away, who's going to give us our leading scorers on the evening. Peyton?
Yeah, our leading scorers for Spooner, you have Savannah Burke. She has 5. And then Bush has 3, Volt has 3, and Capuzzi has 2. And then Hotchkiss has 3. A few more in there. That'll be all. Hotchkiss doesn't have 3. I was looking at fouls instead. But then for your Ramblers, you have Ashley Chilson. She has 16. Then you have Annabelle Schroeder with 6. Ava Hyman has 11. So scoring's kind of spread around there. You have, I think it's 6 people have scores for other people. Or scored a basket for Regis, so.
Our men in stripes are a little late to the second half here. Got a little round of applause. Coach, or I keep saying Coach Sire. That's how I've always known him, but AD Sire had to go retrieve them from the depths of the old school Regis basement.
Yeah, because he's the tennis coach here at Regis.
And he's been tennis coach for many years, 10 plus years. So Spooner starts out with it. And that one's off. Rebounded by the Ramblers. Annabelle Schroeder to Kara Olson for 3. She gets that to go.
So free ball has been on tonight for the Ramblers. You also see the UW Eau Claire volleyball team left. They were here for the first half.
Ramblers in a 2-3. Burke fired from 3, off the mark, rebounded by Hyman.
You think Coach Joas is trying to try out some new things here before the playoffs start up by the lead, or is keeping things how the game plan would usually go?
I don't know. I'd say just keep how the game plan would go. Obviously now would be the time, but we'll see if he does implement anything.
I'm sure for different teams you have different game plans and just all the preparation that goes into it.
Nice pass by Olson into Chilson, who gets fouled. And that might be Hotchkiss's number 4. That is her 4th foul this evening. You have to think she's going to exit the game here. Or maybe Coach will just let her play.
Ashley Chilson at the line, shooting 2.
Chilson short on the first.
She'll get the second one to go, though. Hasn't been good on those free throw attempts, really. I mean, she's missed a few. She's probably 50% or so.
And there's Thompson from 3. Miss, rebounded by Klink. Hyman brings it up.
Schroeder just left open, and she'll get an easy mid-range shot. Kind of miscommunication there by the rails, it looked like. She kind of faked him out, looking for Chilson.
Ramblers take it up. So I'd mentioned the playoff matchups for both teams next week. Nice pass by Olson down to Klink. One-handed bullet down there, but coming up this week for both of these teams, Regis plays in the Cloverbelt crossover versus Owen Withee at 7:15 p.m. this Thursday evening here at the Greenhouse. And that one's blocked by Chilson. And Spooner will be at home versus Tech Warehouser Thursday at 7 as well.
So foul on Avery Volts there. That'll be her first.
Little line change for the Rails. Number 5, Kate Reedy. Number 21, Katie Bush. And number 25, AJ Capuzzi, enter for them. Up next for the Regis boys basketball team is tomorrow, where Stanley Boyd visits the greenhouse at 7:15. Stanley Boyd they've been on a heater recently, so that'll be a tough game for the boys.
Stanley Boyd definitely has one of the best teams in the conference this year.
Yeah, they're creeping their way up towards the top. It's going to be, well, at this point, I think statistically impossible for anyone to catch Bloomer.
Yeah, I mean, the Regis boys definitely on an improvement this year with their schedule and got a very young team, as you see. Alex Schul is the lone senior on the team. So I'm sure Coach Miller wants to improve every year, especially with that record. And that Ava Hyman will go to the line if she was going up for a layup there.
Fouls on number 25, AJ Capuzzi.
That'll be her second.
The Ramblers have some subs coming in. Number 30, Abby Hawker. Number 12, Cassing. And number 21, Reichert.
Coach Joe is giving a lot of the younger players some time, and Hyman will make the second.
There's Burke for 3. That one was blocked by Klink, but grabbed by Hotchkiss, who gets it up and in.
That's her first basket of the night. Regis is up 55-15, approaching 14 minutes left in the game.
Good pass down to Hawker, who puts it up, and she's going to have a chance for 2 at the line. I think that foul was on Capuzzi. That's going to be her third.
Spooner foul on number 25, AJ Capuzzi, her third personal, 4th team foul. Abby Hawker at the line, shooting 2.
Hawker hits the first. So her first points on the evening.
She'll make
2 for 2 at the line.
good pump fake there by Bush.
Thompson tries to find a lane.
Spooner just looking for a shot. And Hawker will get a reaching foul. Going for the steal.
Number 30, Abby Hawker, that's her first personal. First team foul.
Hotchkiss fires over to Bush.
Stolen away by Hyman. Quick hands there. Ramblers, and she's going to take it coast to coast and gets fouled. Going to go to the line for two. They're going to get number 11, Layla Thompson, on the foul. Second.
So she'll make the first one there. So she'll go 2 for 2 from the line. Always a good sight to see.
Gonna get a foul on Regis.
It was Emma Klink.
We have a foul on number 1, Emma Klinker, second personal, second team foul.
Ooh. Miscommunication there by the Rails. Out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Ramblers.
Good screen there by Malia Cassin. Try to steal it by Layla Thompson, but it will be out on her, so Regis ball. Reichert inbounds to Cassin. Cassin to Hawker. Cassin from 3. Short on that one. Hyman trying to save the ball, though. Can't get it. Chilson and Olsen approach, and Schroeder approach the scorer's table. So they'll come in for Malia Cassin, Ava Hyman, and Abby Hawker.
So Spooner's going to try and get something going here.
It's Hotchkiss. Good shot there. Can't get it to go as Reichert rebound in. Out to Chilson. Chilson looking for anyone. Schroeder. Schroeder had a 3, but gives it to Klink on the inside, and Klink will get a nice layup to go.
Very nice unselfish dish there by Annabelle.
Yeah, the defense closed in quick, so she saw her chance to throw it down to Klink in the paint. You have Hotchkiss. Capuzzi to Burke. Burke can't get it to go off the glass. Klink from 3, deep 3-2, can't get that one to go.
And the Rails have some substitutions coming in. Volts, Ava Thompson, and Reedy.
We got Hotchkiss working on Chilson. Poked loose by Schroeder. It'll be out of bounds on Hotchkiss, so the Ramblers will gain possession.
Coach Jost yelling out motion, wanting the maybe a little 5-pass game. Find that good shot after a few poor shot selections by the Ramblers, but that one's up and in by Klink for 3.
Klink had a little bit of a rough patch from the arc, but she'll get that one to go there as Hotchkiss driving. That was Bush from 3. Hotchkiss, Chilson going at it with each other, but it'll be out of bounds on Chilson. So Spooner will take possession. Inbounded to Bush. Hotchkiss to Reedy. Reedy back into the paint. Hotchkiss gets blocked by Chilson. There's Reichert to Schroeder. Makes a move, and she'll get a good layup to go. So she'll get up to 10 points there. With Spooner in possession. Hotchkiss still in foul trouble. She's got 4.
There's Bush, and she gets one to go. So credit to these Spooner Rails. Although the score is not in their favor, they're not quitting out there. Just getting in all the reps they can and buckets here and there.
There's a turnover there by Klink to Chilson. We got Hotchkiss dribbling it up. There's Volts, the ball. Gives it over to Bush. Olsen pokes the ball loose, goes on the ground after it. And they'll say a kick. And the Spooner will get possession of it.
I mean, I would have thought a jump ball or foul before a kick there, but
yeah, I think she tried to throw it and it hit off her foot, maybe.
Maybe that's why I'm up here and not on the floor.
Schroeder will get the steal there on the inbound. Over to Klink, not wanting to take the shot. Chilson to Olsen, slings it over to Klink from 3, and she'll get it to go. So, good pass there by Olsen to right into that triple stance form for Klink, and she's just able to fire it right away.
How many does Klink have? Is this a season high for her? I'd say it's close, if not.
She's got 13 right now, so it's probably pretty close to a season high. Once she gets that 3-ball going, she'll tend to make a lot of them. So,
stolen by Chilson. They're going to get a foul on Hotchkiss, and she's going to have to take a seat. That's number 5. So A.J. Capuzzi comes in.
But I would say that Emma Klink's high is probably right around 13.
Substitution for the Rails. Burke comes in for Volts.
Here's Klink. Gets a good move on Bush, and Chilson on the inside. She'll get it off the glass.
Good find, nice move, and it is now 71-18.
Chilson getting on over points on the inside as always. As Bush from 3 can't connect on that one, and also will be there for the rebound. Olsen into Reichert. Almost a steal there by Spooner. Not quite. There's Olsen on the inside, right off the glass, and good.
Good pass by Klink.
So Kara Olsen in the first basket of the night, but has been quiet ever since. Looks like we got a big substitution coming in for the Ramblers. As we'll get another steal by Schroeder, and it'll be a jump ball. Ramblers will get possession.
So in comes Hawker, Hyman, and Cassing for Chilson, Olsen, and Reichert.
Hawker will have the ball. Miscommunication there on the pass to Cassing as Cassing goes outside, and Bush bringing the ball up over to Ava Thompson, down into Burke. Burke can't get it to go, and Hyman's there for the rebound. Hyman up to Hawker. Hawker has it.
Ramblers slowing it up. Passing, working hard inside. Finally gets a pass, but they're going to get an offensive foul push-off on Cassing.
That'll be her first foul of the night.
Rambler foul on Malia Cassing, first personal, third team foul.
Here's Capuzzi. Good defense by Cassing, trying to force a steal. And stolen again by Schroeder. She's gotten a lot of steals tonight. As Hyman from 3 gives it to Cassing. Cassing, good move inside. And she'll get a layup to go.
And a chance at a
old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, you betcha. I think it's her second shot at that tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
I do believe so.
Foul on number 25, AJ Capuzzi, her fourth personal.
And she gets it to go. 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Capuzzi down to Bush.
They're going to get a foul on Hawker.
Rambler foul on number 30, Abby Hawker, that's her first personal. Section second personal, fourth team foul.
So that'll be Abby Hawker's second foul, and Bush will be sent to the line. So she'll get her first one to go. She's the leading scorer for the Rails tonight.
Another one of their freshmen, Bush. So number 30 for Spooner. Is there a JV roster?
It's there.
Peyton Daniels enters. Gets her first action of the night. Ramblers are going to empty their bench as well.
Just under 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Ramblers have the ball here. Cast on the inside out to Hawker. Hawker has a chance at a 3. She gets it to go. Well, that's her first 3 of the night.
Three-point basket by Abby Hawker.
Spooner driving over to Bush. Bush to Thompson. Inside to Burke. To Reedy. Picks up her dribble.
And Daniels was on the baseline there, foot, so out of bounds. So, as I said, Ramblers are going to empty their bench. We've got number 4, Adriana Hyman. Number 20, Adriana Ortiz. Number 5, Liz Stombaugh. And number 14, Kaylin Borst. So you've probably heard some familiar last names here, some younger siblings that are coming up through the program here at Regis. So good to see that. And good to see the young kids get some opportunities here. Kaylin Borst, her foot was on the baseline that time and out of bounds. It's going to go to Spooner. So time quickly ticking down here in the second half. 40 and counting. Stolen by Hawker, but they're going to call a jump ball. It's going to stay with Spooner.
So we're under 30 seconds down to go in the game. This will probably be one of the final possessions here. As Daniel is almost stolen by Hawker. Here's Reedy. That was inside to Weinbergen.
Oh, and close to the buzzer. Clock's going to run out here. Or just about. Reedy's going to get an attempt at 2 free throws.
Rambler foul on number 4,
try and get them up into that 20 mark.
Mm-hmm.
And just missed there.
So this will be most likely the final shot of the game.
That one's tipped away, and that will do it for the ball game here tonight at the Greenhouse. Again, another one where the Ramblers had control throughout.
Yeah.
Just a little overmatched were the Rails as Regis goes on top, 79-19. Who's your player of the game this evening?
My
Peyton?
player of the game is probably, I'll go Ashley Chilson. I mean, just she's so dominant on the inside with the lots of blocks, lots of rebounds, and the 21 points. But I think Ava Hyman's close. She had 15 points, so obviously very impressive too. And then Emma Klink also, I mean, just the seniors showing up on senior night, scoring a lot of points. So I'll give player of the game to Ashley Chilson.
All right. Well, we will be back here tomorrow night as the boys take on Stanley Boyd at 7:15. We'll see you then.